What's going on YouTube? This your boy Corey T, and I'm back with another video. Today I just want to give you guys an update on my portfolio. I want to look at dividends. A lot of people have been asking me, hey, how come you don't talk about dividends a lot? And just the overall update. So let's get right into it. First off, I want to say this video is sponsored by Cooking with Fed. Hey man, y'all go check Cooking with Fed out. Make amazing meals. Some meals less than 30 minutes, some meals less than an hour, whatever you into, whatever time frame you want to get into. But yeah, man, check out Cooking with Fed. I'm gonna post a few of his videos. Go follow him. And once again, I like to give appreciation to those who appreciate me. Thank you. And so I want to say thank you. Anyways, with that being said, showing love. So I show love back. If you ever have anything that you want promoted or anything like that, as long as you showing love, hey, I show love back. I don't have a problem with shouting you out. Just let me know. You know, I help you, you help me, my friend. Anyways, let's get into it. So, first thing, dividends. Let me break that down for you. Dividends is a way for a company to basically show their appreciation for the ownership of a stock that you purchase. With that being said, that's like me having a company. I have a company. Boom. I sell whatever, microphones. And you putting money in, right? So the amount that you put in, the shares that you buy, is basically, okay, thank you for buying. I'm basically the company saying, thank you for buying this piece of the microphone. I would technically give you a piece of the profit that we encounter through a quarterly or whatever, however they want to break it down. Some of them do it quarterly, some do it once a year type thing, depending on whoever the company is. Most of the time it's quarterly. They have quarterly reports, and they allow you to vote on different things depending on how many shares you own. It could be worth it, it could not be worth it. Me personally, I don't like to focus on dividends too much because you have to put a lot in to get just a little bit out. But overall, it does create cash flow. Most people don't know what cash flow is. Cash flow is basically you put your money into something, this is what you're getting from it. Regardless if it go up, go down, go around and around, this is what you get from it. The reason why I don't like dividends, and a lot of people don't talk about this, is dividends is not a guaranteed thing. A company don't have to give you dividends. Most companies don't give you dividends. Like I said, you bought a piece of my microphone, piece of my company, and I decide to, kind of share my profits and share what I, basically gained as a company, and I'm trying to give it back to my shareholders, basically for you to either reinvest or see like, hey, I really enjoy having this stock. This stock actually pays me money. Why not keep putting more money into it? If that makes sense. It does make sense because that's why, companies have dividends. All companies don't work like that. Some companies just kind of like, hey, you buy the stock, it is what it is. The reason why I was finna get into the reason why I don't really like dividends is because that percentage, that dividend yield percentage, they can technically change it. They technically could just say, hey, we're not doing dividends no more, like at any moment. It's technically a choice by the company to do whatever percentage they want to do. If they even want to do dividends, they can do dividends. They can take it away. A lot of people try to get the stock that has a high dividend rate, and I'll show you, once I get into it, I'll show you the breakdown. They try to get like, say they have a 5% dividend, percent or rate or whatever, basically saying you get 5% of the shares that you own, in dividends and blah, blah. All that being said, it's kind of shaky. You put a lot in just to get kind of like, $25, $35 back here and there. But people can make portfolios. Don't get me wrong. This is why people look into it. This is why people ask me about it. I'm gonna break it down. You can make a portfolio to the point where all your stocks are dividends, where you are getting a quarterly income, and now you make a certain amount. If you making, $100 to $200 a month off a stock, why not? But how much did you put into that stock to make the $100 a month? To make this, that, and other. This ring light. I'm sorry, you guys. This ring light is giving my good side. But anyways, so let me just get into it real quick. My stocks right now investing, I'm at 1724. Stock market just closed at 430. So far, I reinvested in what it was, Chesapeake Energy again. And they actually looked out for your boy. I'm up almost $50. So that's it is what it is. The other day I was up 70, then I went down to 20, and so forth. So I just want to show you the portfolio before I hit all the dividend stocks that I researched. Um, so yeah, this is my portfolio. This is what happened today. I made $26.17, $2, $1, lost $1, lost $1, lost $5. Whoop de doo. I've been stuck at 1600 for a minute. My overall 1600, and it went up to 17. I was like, oh snap! It's been a long time coming. You feel me? But so I just want to show you guys that still the same stocks. Haven't bought anything new. Thinking about getting Amazon since Amazon did the split, but haven't really got into it just yet. Now, flip the page. Back to the dividend side of things. So the stocks that I found that are popular that most people would, kind of want to invest in, by any means, I always got to say this. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my experiences, my research, and what I find and what I, kind of get in tune with. That's why I did this, what I get in tune with. So with that being said, some stocks that I found was Chevron. Their stock prices might be different now. This was probably a couple of days ago, but Chevron Corp, Chevron, the gas station, they do dividends. Their dividend yield is about 3.86%. I can show you guys on Cash App here. I'm not gonna go through every single one, but I just wanted to show you guys Chevron and what did their stock at? 139. Yeah, see their stock price was at 145 when I checked, and it went down today. You can go to key stats, swipe over, and it says dividend yield 4.13%. See, it changed. So now they can increase, they can decrease. Let's go to Intel. Intel dividend, when I did my research, it was 3.89%. They went up. They had 38.71. At the time, the stock price was 36.55. So now, what is their dividend yield? They got 3.76. So they actually went down, even though their stock went up. You see what I'm saying? So they can change that dividend yield, and that's what I don't like about it. That's why I don't like to play around with it. You ain't finna catch me because I'm like, I'm thinking I'm finna get, I keep saying finna. I think I'm about to get a 5% dividend yield, and y'all changing it on me. Like, no. All the stats that I'm reading now, I had actually got from Cash App, the application itself. So if you're wondering where I'm getting the previous percentages to the percentages that I'm pulling up, is Cash App. All of it is Cash App. So with that being said, another one is 3M. That's triple M. If you guys are unfamiliar, there it is. Their dividend yield was 4.64%, 4.61. So it's changing based upon, did it go up? Let's see. I'm thinking it changed based upon stock price. Yeah, they had 128. Yeah, and it was at 129. So, I mean, that makes sense. It goes down and go up. I guess they adjust it based upon, whatever the stock price is, how many people are buying, how many people are selling. So that's the game you got to play. You buy so many stocks, or you buy so many shares, and you thinking you're going to get a certain percentage. You don't know. It could go up, it could go down, it could go up, it could go down. Just because the stock price go down don't mean that the dividend is going to go down. It could potentially go up. You never know. So once again, I always tell y'all, stocks is nothing but gambling. People can argue and say, no, it's not. I'm telling you right now, it's a gamble. You don't know. You kind of just, hey, let me try this out. Go for it. So that's why I don't play the whole dividend. It's just too many nuances, and especially in regards to, hey, I can give you 5% of this as a dividend, but then in a month or two, hey, I don't even want to give out dividends no more, or I want to give a less amount of dividends, or we doing better. We done added this attachment. I can give you more of whatever you put in, initially back out to you as a dividend. So, yeah. I have another few. Let me just say a list of them. So we have Philip Morris. Philip Morris sits. We have Walmart. We have Kroger. I actually invested in Kroger. We can take a look at that really quick. Let's go to my Kroger. Once again, I had a dividend yield at 1.83, and now it's 1.84. So that didn't change by much. Let's see what the stock price was: 47.67, 47.53. So it didn't change by a couple cents. Yeah, more than a couple cents. But you know what I'm saying? It's in the cent range of change. And then I got Chesapeake Energy. We can take a look at that one as well. Chesapeake, you know, like I say, y'all, I rock out with Chesapeake. I had their stats at, what is it, 4.64. They went up to 4.52. Hey, go figure. And at the time, the stock price was 80, 86, and now the stock price is at 86.72. So it went up. So I think most companies try to fluctuate their dividends. My personal thought, I think they'll fluctuate their dividend yield percentage by the stock price. If it goes up, it goes down. That's how it goes. Another few companies: Lockheed Martin, Cigna, Home Depot, FedEx, Microsoft, Hershey, and Apple. Apple. Is Apple gonna do a split? Let me see something. Let me see. Apple not gonna do a split, but let me see what Apple price is. Nah, Apple definitely ain't gonna do a split. Cause I found it funny that GameStop is about to do a split, and their stock price is like something around like Apple price, and I think they're doing like a 4-to-1 split or 3-to-1 split or something like that. What am I doing? I don't know about y'all, but I don't like the update because I'm so used to being able to stay within the stock, side of things. I keep bouncing back and forth. Yeah, GameStop to do a complete 4-to-1 split. And for you guys who might have a question about this 4-to-1 split, they kind of break it down here. But basically, most stocks do this because they're trying to basically let it be available for more people to buy, more people to invest in, make it more affordable. If I said this stock, back to my microphone example, if I'm selling this stock for $100 a share, if I want more people to invest in my company, let's split it up. If you already have $100 within, invested, now if I'm making this stock price $50, you technically have 2 shares now, if that makes sense. So it's just a little split that way. Therefore, now the next person coming in say, hey, I got $50. I want to invest. It might increase the overall picture for, the stock itself, which is kind of smart. But at the same time, it's still the same thing in a sense. It's just breaking it in half just to make it affordable for the people, which could be a good thing because then at the end of the day, whoa, okay, my bad, God, my bad. Wow, but anyways, is it raining? Golly, but anyway, so with that being said, yeah, so they're making it more affordable. Like I said, it's a smart thing in a sense. I can't really complain about it because then it kind of helps me if I'm an investor. Like, dang, well, now it's $50. I could buy 2 when I really only had 1. But you know how the story goes. Tomato. General Electric also is another dividends. I forgot to mention that before I got into the Apple discussion. But yeah, so those are the few that I looked up. There are a ton of stocks that do dividends. If you want to create a dividend profile, I would basically suggest not to just focus on the ones that have the higher percentage in regards to, like we have, what is that? Is that 1OK? Let me see if I can find that for you guys. It has a high. Yeah, 1OK is like their dividend was 6.73% right now. It's a high dividend yield. So you're like, okay, well, I'm going to invest in them because they give a higher percentage. That's not always the case. As you see, if the stock drop, 9 times out of 10, the dividend percentage may drop. The company is not going to give out more than they are technically getting in. If my profit margins are not where they're supposed to be, I'm not going to keep giving my shareholders, a ton of reimbursement for saying, hey, I appreciate you guys for having stock, but at this very moment, nor would they send out a message say, hey, at this very moment we can't really give you a dividend because blah blah blah. No, they're just not gonna give it to you. So you got to kind of just not play it by, oh, who has the higher percentage, because that's what I would think. Like, I would come into it like, okay, well, if I'm gonna make a dividend profile, I'm gonna look at their percentages. I'm gonna see who has the higher percentages, and I'm gonna go off of that. No, you kind of got to go off of stock price, the percentage. Yes, the percentage, but also you have to take a look at all the other categories. Like, let me show you, like the market cap, the revenue growth of the year, gross profit. You got to look at all these different key stats in the key stats section, actually. Operating margin percentage, PE, and then you get into, okay, well, what is the totals volume? I mean, today's volume. What's the average daily volume? What's the PE ratio? What is the PE? Like, then you have to really start getting into the different, different things that the stock and the stats provide for you. So it comes down to research. That's what it comes down to. A lot of people get into stocks. They don't really do research. They kind of just say, hey, I want to try it out. That's why I'm here. I'm kind of showing you guys, if you're going to try it out, go in this direction. Kind of go in this direction. I'm not telling you. I'm not a financial advisor. I always say that. But I'm just here to help. I don't want you to be kind of like lost in the sauce like I was when I first started. And when you first get started with something, you don't know everything, and you still don't know everything. You would never know everything because there's always going to be something evolving, always something new. It's just best to stay up on it, keep up on it. Just go with the flow. As you see, Cash App has updated since my last video. I told you, Cash App they're not playing, man. They're not playing. But yeah, man, this is my update. This is what we got, and this is where we are. I think you guys, if you want to get more to dividends, look at other videos that is playing dividends. If I didn't hit something, let me know. If you know about dividends, y'all might be able to help some of the people that's in the comment section. I know somebody gonna blow up the comment section like, bro, what are you talking about this? Listen, I just did an overall synopsis of dividends. I gave you the reason. I gave you the purpose. With that being said, this your boy Corey T. And yeah.